Today's what, Tommy? October 4th, right?
Yeah, about.
And that means that our avocados are in season, which means that people are going out to guacfarm.com, guacfarm.com, and they're buying 10-pound boxes of our avocados. And I thought it would be important to set your expectations to what you're going to get, because we do not grow the Hass avocado. In fact, I had to buy this one. Imagine my shame as an avocado farmer walking into a grocery store and actually buying avocados. But we grow the greenskin varieties, or what a lot of people call the Florida varieties. And this one here is a choquette, one of our varieties that's ready right now. This is a hull. But I thought it would be important, if you're going to be buying these Florida avocados from us, to show you some of the differences between the Hass avocado that you're so familiar with and the Florida avocado that you might be trying for the first time. And the first difference is obviously appearance, right? The Hass avocado is obviously smaller. It's darker color. And look at here. The skin of the Hass is bumpy and rough. The skin of this Florida variety is actually smooth. The next difference is weight. And this is a very important distinction, because a Hass avocado typically weighs a little less than a ½ pound. So I'm using our fishing scale here. And yeah, this guy here comes in at 0.37. You probably can't see that.
Yeah, like 0.4, 0.50.
Yeah, 0.4, right? So just under a ½ pound. Tommy, you want to put any bets on what this one's going to weigh?
I don't know, about maybe 2.5.
I think it's going to be closer to 3. Let's see. Okay, we were right in the middle, 2.75. I said 3, you said 2.5, and we're right there, 2.75, 2.8. So at 2.8 pounds, call it 3 pounds. This guy here, in weight, is about the equivalent of 6 of these Hass avocados. Now let's cut into these guys and talk about the flesh. So first we'll cut into the Hass. Now I'm going lightly, I don't want to cut up the seed. There's our Hass. I'm going to cut into this hull.
Ooh, a nice turn.
So a very notable difference at first is the size of the pit, right? The Florida avocado seeds are much bigger than the Hass. Here we see the Hass avocado seed compared to this hull seed. And this is pretty typical for the varieties we grow here in Florida. In fact, some are even larger. The next difference is the skin. The Hass avocado skin I find to be very pliable, almost paper-like. Look, I can kind of just get that sucker off there like a, like a t-shirt, right? Like a pair of pajama bottoms or something. It just comes right off the fruit. It's very pliable. The Florida varieties, that's kind of generalizing for me to say the Florida varieties, because there's over 100 of them that we grow down here, but the skin tends to be a little bit stiffer, a little bit less pliable. So if I bend the Florida variety, it kind of breaks, at least for this Hass, at least for this hull, whereas these Hass variety tend to be more pliable. Now on to the differences that actually matter to you. Florida variety avocados tend to be their flesh tends to be firmer. So when you slice it, they actually retain their shape, which means they're good for use, like if you want to serve, say, spears of avocado, or if you want to chop it up like I'm doing here into cubes and maybe put in a salad. They actually sort of retain, again, most varieties from Florida, they actually kind of retain their shape. They're a little more solid. Whereas the Hass avocado is a lot softer, right? I don't have to cut it. I can actually smush it. And that's typically how we use Hass avocados, right? As spreads or as ingredients in guacamole. So if I was doing a recipe where I wanted to serve the avocado like in little pieces, in spears or cubes, something like that, like as part of a salad, or maybe just stand alone with some oil and salt drizzled over them, I'd go with the Florida variety, because not only does it retain its shape, but I think this yellow flesh is really decorative. Whereas the Hass avocado, I tend to choose it when I'm going to be mashing it up and using it as an ingredient, particularly for something like guacamole, or if I'm going to spread it onto bread. Pound for pound, the Florida variety has about 1/3 less fat and 1/3 less cholesterol than the Hass. Now we're gonna do a little taste test, but I have to put a little caveat here. Is this guy here the son of an avocado farmer? Do you like avocados, Tommy?
No. I don't.
Do you like them, Noe?
I love them.
Okay, well, why don't you show them how we prep those Florida varieties. What do we typically do?
We'll put a little bit of salt.
Uh-huh. Then what?
And then a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit, not too much. Just.
There you go. All right, give it a whirl. Tommy, why are you eating it?
Because I want to try it.
Yeah, Tommy don't like it. Go spit yours out, Tommy. You don't like avocados.
I like it.
That's hilarious. Now, okay, Tom, do you want to try the Haas? I mean, the Haas is a very different flavor. Do you want to give that a shot?
Sure.
All right.
Plus I want more salt.
Go in. Well, don't put hot. Just go in and eat it plain first and see if you like it. No?
It's way too strong.
How about you, Noe? I think Haas are delicious. It's good, right?
Real good. You should try a little bit.
That's disgusting.
Now watch this. I'm going to doctor it up and then he loves it. Watch this. So Tommy, which one did you like better? Which one did you hate less?
That one. Florida variety.
So the Florida variety you hated less than the Haas avocado.
Yep.
Okay. But you didn't like either of them, right?
Nope. I did not like any of them.
And yet, while you don't like avocados, you actually do like guacamole.
Yeah.
Which is very strange, right?
Yeah. It's good
So-
with chips.
Now look, you saw him, he practically retched when he put that in his mouth, right? If I take just a little bit of garlic powder, just a little touch of oil. You don't need much with the Haas. If I'm making guacamole with a Florida variety, I add a little bit more oil. And then for most people, a little salt, but
I like a lot of salt.
My son loves salt. Right?
Yeah.
I just put that in there, mash it up, stir it up real good for him. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
We do this every day, right?
Yeah.
Put it on our sandwiches.
Well, you put it on your sandwiches.
I put it on my sandwiches. And with guacamole, I always say less is more, right? A little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, touch of oil if you want it, but you really want to bring out the flavor of the avocado. Okay, so there we have it. You ready to taste that now, bud?
Yeah. Oh, can I get a chip?
Now, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a lot better than it was.
So you eat an avocado plain and you spit it out in the garbage. If I put a little bit of olive oil, salt, and garlic on there, you love it.
Yeah, of course.
I don't understand you.
Way better.
It is?
Yeah.
Tommy, leave a little bit of that for your mother. You know how she gets. Here she comes. You gonna try some, honey?
Yeah, come on. Wait, get away from here. You eating the whole thing. See? Oh my God, this is good.
It's good, ain't it? It's nice and simple. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt,
This is so
and
good.
avocado.
Wow,
Oh, and some oil.
you are good, Tom.
If after seeing all that, you decide that you just have to have a box of these delicious avocados, go out to guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. That's where we sell 10-pound boxes of avocados. We sell these awesome t-shirts that people love. And if you want to try your hand at growing your own tree, we also sell seedlings and scions for you to take and grow at home. So you go out to guacfarm.com. I'm going to be right here filling these orders, and I will see you on the next video.